jewellery makers, how are you doing today? It is Monday morning again, and it is very dark and very wet and miserable where I am. But misery is finished, beads are out, happy days. So how are you all doing? Where are you watching from? What is the weather like? Is it sunny anywhere? I say it's really, really dark here today, so got the lights on. Hopefully you'll be able to see all these gorgeous colours I've got for you today on the mat. We are going to be making some really lovely bracelets. I'm going to be showing you how to make 4 gorgeous bracelets using a really simple technique, the simplest of techniques, but using these gorgeous, gorgeous beads. We've got gorgeous Amos Par Puca beads for you today, and they are just stunning. The colours are lovely and they give a really lovely look. Now I'm a little bit concerned because I had quite a lot of you in and then it's dipped. So are we still on Facebook? Are we still on YouTube? Is everything going okay? Good morning to Brenda. Good morning to Judith. Judith says, hi everyone, it's dull and damp here in Livingston. So it looks like that's what the weather's like across the country, I'm assuming today. It was very, very windy last night. But I got my own garden done yesterday, so the garden's a little bit better than it was. Did a bit of weeding, planted or sowed a few seeds. So hopefully, the rain will do the plants good. Good morning to Paula. She says, morning, Natalie, and good morning all. Facebook user says, good morning, everybody. Angela says, morning, Natalie. I'm watching on Facebook. Well, that's a good sign then. Good morning to Ruth and good morning to Anne. She says, good morning, Natalie and everybody. And Nicole says, hi, Natalie and everyone. And Angela says, it's very dull, wet and miserable here. Where are you watching, Angela? Because I'm assuming you're UK too. So did you all have a very nice weekend? Did you get up to anything nice? What have you been making? Drop me a comment. Let me know what you've been working on over the last few days. If you've got a tip, pop a T in front so I know I can identify that as something to read out to help everybody. If you've got a question, pop a Q in the front and I will do my very best to answer it. Everybody's flooding in now, so that's a good sign. Good morning to Charlotte. Good morning to Elaine. Hello to Camille. She says, good morning, Natalie. Brighter today. Did you hear the thunder last night? Wow, I didn't hear the thunder. We had an awful lot of wind. We could have had the thunder, but I may have slept through it. Good morning to Mina. Hello to Brenda. She says dark and cold and 4 a.m. in Springfield. I think that's Illinois, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining us, Brenda. On this very dark, cold morning for you. Good morning to Sharon. She says, good morning, Natalie and creative beadiniers. Chitty is here and she's wishing everybody a good morning and hello. Angela is in Northern Scotland. So yeah, I think it's just across the country. It's damp and dark today. Good morning to Frances. She says, good morning, everyone, from a very wet Perth. Lucy's here. Hello, my love. Good morning to Mina, who says it's raining in Leicester. Pauline says, good morning. We had rotten weather yesterday in Kent. It's bright and lovely this morning. Oh, that's good. Good morning to Ollie Umai. She says, good morning, everybody. Sharon says she's been making dagger necklaces. Sharon, I've seen. I absolutely loved how you placed the crystals in between and spaced those daggers out. It looks gorgeous. So if you're making these lovely, lovely things that we do on the live, share them in the handmade group, because nothing fills me with more happiness than seeing what you've done and how you've developed it, made it better and made it beautiful. I'm very, very confident you're going to be able to change up the design I'm going to show you today and make some lovely with these. Good morning to Caroline. She says, good morning, Natalie, on our Beading family. Some short, sharp showers in Brixham. You're testing me there, Caroline, aren't you, with the tongue twisters? Good morning to Celia in Bolton. Hello to Helena. She's all the way in Sweden. Good morning to Karen. She says it's wet in Manchester. And Facebook user says we've got a little bit of blue sky here in Reigate, pronounced. Did I pronounce it right? I don't know. And good morning to Edward. So I'm going to take you down on the mat first, and then I'm going to take you over to the website. Now, we've got 3 colour choices for you today, but in each of your kits, you're going to get 4 different beautiful coloured beads of the Amos beads. I love these colours. I've loved putting these colours together. So in your kit, you're going to get enough to make up 4 bracelets. And if you wanted, you can do what I've done, where you've mixed those colours together, or you can keep them using all of the same colour all the way through. It's a really simple technique. We are literally just bead stringing, but the colours and the shape of these beads and the finishes on them are so lovely. I think they make really beautiful, beautiful bracelets. So let me take you down on the mat and let me show you. So these are what we're doing today. They're so pretty. I just love the colours. So I'm going to go over to the website in a little bit and I'll show you the different colourways of how these are together. But we're literally just placing the beads on, and because they've got this gorgeous little teardrop shape or a pear shape, I would say it's a teardrop. But obviously it depends which way round you've got it. If you're placing them on this way, with the pointers at the top, then that could look like either, I suppose. So I'm just swapping them over. Look at those colours. They're so spring-like. They're so lovely. And we've got these ones for you too. I will put them on. You must excuse my hands though. I'm full of scratches. I did have my gardening gloves on yesterday, but it's not really, they've not protected me. Good morning to Janice. She says, good morning, ladies, from a very damp Swansea in Wales. Paula says, woohoo, they are beautiful, and Lucy loves the colours. Let's see if I can get them on, because they should be easy enough to pop on. So we're giving you 3 different kits today to choose from, and your findings are going to be slightly different. So this gorgeous colour with the bronzes and the golds are going to be on the gold colourway. So you've got your goldy findings in there, or it might be champagne actually. I think they're champagne. I don't know. I'll have to check. On this beautiful coloured one, which has got your pinks and your purples in. Let's see if I can attach this on. Pop it that way with my clasp going there. The wonders of a lobster clasp, hey? I can get these on no problem, and then as soon as I'm on the camera, I'm all fingers and thumbs. Just hold it. So that one is going to be on your rose gold findings. And says, raining here in Washington Town and Weir. And Sue says, good morning, Natalie and everybody. Still dreary in Staines today after a damp Sunday. I know, Camille, I need a hair grip. This is a tip Camille's got. You can hold it in a hair grip, and then you've just got that little bit of extra room to manoeuvre it on. And that is our gorgeous pinks and pastel colours. So you're getting your blues, your yellows, your greens in there. They're all gorgeous. So I'll show you these colours on the mat. So this is this colourway. And these are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Amos beads that you're getting. I'll take one of each out and I'll hold it on my hand so you can see. So I had lots of fun putting these together. Thank you to Gabby in the warehouse who helped me weigh them all out and measure them. Look at them, they're so pretty. So you're getting 4 colours in each of your kit today, and you're going to be able to make up, I would say, 4 bracelets. So I think your bracelet works out at probably less than £4.50 a bracelet. But you can do all sorts with these, and the fact that they're shaped as they are means you can put them together in numerous different ways. Mina says they look lovely. So this here is this gorgeous colourway. And you're getting these beautiful kind of metallic colours. I'll pop them there. And then this one, which I think is my favourite. You've got those as well. Charlotte loves the colours as well. So I'm going to take you on to the website. I will put them back on again later because I can do it. Just because, as I say, I'm on camera. So I'm going to take you very quickly now over to our wonderful website, which is, of course, TotallyBeads.co.uk. So click in the video tutorial section or scroll down on the categories, and we've got the Aria bracelet for you today using those beautiful Amos Par Puca beads. So they are 2-hole beads. These are the colours for you today. So we've got golden sunlight, we've got pastel macaroon, and we've got romantic violet. So they've all been discounted slightly for you today. They do vary in price. The pastel coloured one is £17.09, and your golden sunlight and your romantic violet is £17.99. And in these kits, you're going to be able to make up 4 bracelets. Obviously, it does depend on the length in which you want them, but you're going to get enough findings in there to make 4, and you'll definitely have enough of your beautiful beads. So I'm going to go in and show you the golden sunlight. So in your kit, you're getting 4 packs of the Amos beads in those 4 different colours. You're getting your tiger tail, your jump rings, your calottes, your lobster clasp, and your crimp beads. So this is how they look. And if you want to have a little look at the specific colours you're getting in there, then you can see we've got that gorgeous bronze gold matte, a copper gold matte, your dark gold bronze, and your light gold matte. So you're getting your gorgeous metallic colours in there, and they are very, very lovely together. They look quite autumnal. As I say, I had lots of fun putting these colours together. So that one is your golden sunlight. On the pastel macaroon, again, you're going to get all of the findings that you need for 4 bracelets. That's going to be on your silver findings. So you're getting your tiger tail, your jump rings, your calottes, your lobster clasp, and your crimp beads. And you're getting these gorgeous 4 colours of your Amos beads here. So you're getting your opaque beige, light green, light rose, and a blue ceramic as well. So they look gorgeous together. The beige is kind of, well, it's beige. It's kind of got a creamy colour to it. It's very, very pretty. They're all very light pastel colours, and they look gorgeous and quite spring-like together. So that is your pastel macaroon, and that is £17.09. I don't know, do you pronounce that macaron or macaroon? I say macaroon. They do look like those little lovely little pastry things. And we've also got the romantic violet for £17.99 as well. Again, you're making 4 bracelets up out of this kit. You've got all of those gorgeous colours. And in this, you're getting a dark bronze, a metallic matte beige. You're getting your amethyst gold and your violet gold as well. So some lovely pinks and purples in there for you. So 3 gorgeous kits for you today, making up 4 bracelets, and I look very, very, and they're so straightforward and simple to do. So let me see if I've missed any questions. Charlotte saying she does love the colours. Rachel saying good morning, everybody. Bridget says good morning, Natalie and ladies. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm fine, thank you. I've called you Bridget, and I think it's Birgit, isn't it? I do apologise. Good morning to Angela. She says I love the shaped beads, but my mind goes blank when I want to use them. Well, this is really straightforward, Angela. We are literally just placing them on together. But I am going to use them again because I have something else in mind, which is going to be positioning them a little bit differently, because you can make some gorgeous, gorgeous shapes. So I am going to use some of the Par Puca beads again, the Amos beads, but I'll be using different colours to do a different project, I think. But these bracelets are really straightforward to do and very, very lovely. Rachel is asking, could you make this into a necklace? Rachel, I don't see why not. It will have a curve to it, depending on how you position them. This won't, because I've tried to make them where they go flat, so it'll fit nicely around my wrist. But obviously, as you place these onto your tiger tail, I'm going to use 2 strands of tiger tail today. They have got 2 holes in them, if you can see, but you could always try them a bit like how we strung the dagger beads on as well, on the last make, and you could maybe just string through the top if you wanted, providing you position them and curve your tiger tail as you do them. I'm sure you'd make a really gorgeous necklace with this, Rachel. Lucy has shared the link for you today, so it's totallybeads.co.uk // Facebook tutorials / Aria Amos bracelet. So thank you for that. She says she wants them all. Camille is liking the pastel one this morning. I think I am too. That's what I'm going to demo with for you today anyway, Camille. Angela says you could make more if you put pearl beads in between the Amos beads. You absolutely could. You could pop little crystals in between them. You could pop pearls in between them. You could use some gorgeous little Toho seed beads. You could do whatever you want. You can do stitch bracelets with them. They are absolutely stunning, and you are getting 4 packs in 4 different colours in each kit today. So there is lots of room to be creative. Morning to Mandy. She says, good morning, Natalie and everybody. And Camille says, rows of air balloons, like little hot air balloons. Yeah, I just love the shape. I mean, you can position them together. You can make little flowers. You could do little kind of 4-leaf clovers with them. You could do lots of lovely things. Thank you, Birgit, for being patient with me and my pronunciation. I read things very, very quickly and I don't always pronounce things correctly. Are you from Germany? Is that correct? Have I got that right? Have I remembered that? Good morning to Anne. She says, I have gone for pastel. Lovely for a summer wedding. And good morning to Hannah. Right, I'm going to demo with the pastel and I'm going to make it really, really quickly. So as I say, you can put your colours together how you want. If you want to, you could just use the gorgeous pinks, for example, and you could row them all the way together in the same colour. Excuse me. You could add some little ones in between. You could do groups of colours and you could kind of get like an ombre effect with some of them, because obviously you've got lots of different shades in your different kits. So if you wanted to, you could position a few in one colour and then moving them through to the next. You could do whatever you want with these, but I'm just going to alternate them. So in the size that I want, for me, I have cut about 20 centimetres of 2 lengths of tiger tail. So I've got 40 centimetres in total, and this obviously I'm going to trim off the ends, and once I've popped my findings on, I reckon that would give me about 17.5 centimetres. So it's going to be a nice fit. If you want to, you can make them smaller and you can pop on a little bit of an extension chain, and then you've got something that's going to fit everybody then. Birgit says, yes, I am from Germany. Well, guten Tag. Ich heiße Natalie. There you go. That's probably as much as I can remember. Good morning to Eliza. She says, tip, if you make a pink into a heart with others around, that would be so cute. Look at them. I've missed a trick there. We could have done little heart bracelets. Oh, I'll be getting these out again around Valentine's Day then, because that would be so, so sweet. Eliza, that's a brilliant idea. See, this is why we need to be doing the lives, because everybody has their own kind of creative take on things. Now, where have I put my bead stopper? It was here just a minute ago. Where's it gone? Do I need it? No, I don't think I do. Okay. So I'm taking 2 lengths of my tiger tail. Obviously, adjust that to how you want it. And in this gorgeous pastel colour way, we've got the silver findings. So what I'm going to do to begin with is I'm going to attach my calotte and my crimp beads onto the end of my tiger tail. So I'm picking the 2 ends up together. Oh, Eliza says, I mean 3 beads to make the heart. You're going to have to get the kit and you're going to have to show me what you mean. Good morning to Debbie. She says, sorry, I'm a bit late today. You've not missed anything, Debbie. We are just getting going with these gorgeous Amos Par Puca beads. So I'm popping both of the ends of my tiger tail strands through the little hole in the bottom of my calotte. I don't know whether I need another coffee today, but I feel like I've got a little bit of shaky hands going on. I'm just going to trim that ever so much because I've bent it a little bit there. And then I'm going to add on 2 of my crimp beads. And again, I'm popping them onto both ends of my tiger tail. And if you want to, you can stagger those ends of your tiger tail just to get that on okay. And then pop them down together. So I'm bringing up my crimp bead and I'm going to bring it up to the end and I'm going to flatten them out. And all they do, once you've squished them flat, is make sure those little pieces of tiger tail are held closely together. Sharon says you could make a mix and match and make the flare pendant. That would be nice. I can't wait to see what you all do with it. Okay, so I'm bringing my calotte up to the end of those crimp beads and I'm going to fold it over with my fingers and then very gently give it a little push together with my pliers just to make sure that these little eyelets at the end line up together. I could have lined up a little bit better, but I'll still be able to get my jump ring through it. Okay, and this way I don't need the bead stopper either. So I've got 2 pieces of my tiger tail coming out of that crimp. And now all I'm going to do is decide which way I want my colours to go on. So I'm going to start with a blue and then I'm going to use a pink and then the lovely green and then this lovely little lemony beige colour. And I'm going to position them like that, and that's going to be my pattern repeat. So I'm just going to be flipping them over as I put them on. So curvy bit at the top, and then the next one I'll use my curve on that bead on the bottom. So I'm just going to start threading them on in that order. I'm going to put probably about 12 of each colour on one of my bracelets. So that's why I'm pretty sure you'll get at least 4 out of here. Obviously, we've give you the 4 amounts of fidings. Let me just check the maths that I did. So I think you get about 57 Amos beads per pack, and you're getting 4 packs, so 4 different colours. So I think that's about 228. Someone will be correcting me now going, that's not right. But I think there's going to be plenty of beads in here. So I'm using 12, excuse me, in each bracelet. 12 colours, that is. So I'm just going to keep popping them on, threading through both of those holes, and I'm just changing which way round I position them. So they will come up and position themselves nice and flat against each other. Lucy says, I get shaky hands when my sugar starts going down or a bloods. I mean, I've not eaten today. I've not had any breakfast. I have had a coffee. I don't know. I don't feel particularly tired. But I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't putting that bracelet on properly at the beginning. And then getting my crimp beads on was a little bit jittery. So I'm just checking what pattern I've put them on. If you want to lay your beads out first, you can do. I tend to just have my packs, the colours that I want in the order. So I tend to open up my packs of beads and I just lay them in the colour order that I'm putting them on. And then I just take them as I go. And that tends to keep me on the right path with it. I don't tend to mix them up. So all I'm doing is just changing which way round and positioning them on. because they've got this lovely little teardrop or pear shape, and then they will just slot in nicely together. So after the yellow, I'm going back to my blue. Camille says I need some chocolate. Yeah, chocolate for breakfast. I'll have a piece of toast or something when I finish. Paula says, I've not used Tiger Tail for a while because my bracelets were breaking. Am I doing something wrong? Am I squishing the crimp beads too much because that's where the Tiger Tail is snapping? Do you double crimp it, Paula? As in, do you put 2 of your crimp beads on? I always feel that Tiger Tail for me is probably one of the more secure methods for me personally. I will have the occasional issue. I'm just stopping here because one of my gorgeous beads is missing a little hole. So the good thing is about doing it this way is I'm not stringing all the way onto one and then stringing onto the bottom. I'm stringing on both at the same time. So if you do maybe come across the odd one which hasn't got that double hole, just pop it to the side. That will be perfect for another project, and just get another one out. You don't have to take everything off and start again. So yeah, sometimes if I'm making Paula with elastic, if I pop a little bit of glue or nail varnish on it, it seems to hold it steady, but occasionally it can go a little bit brittle by the knot. I haven't really had any issues with Tiger Tail unless I haven't crimped my crimp beads properly, so fully flatten them down, or I've only used 1 instead of 2. And that happened during a live, because of course it would. So I don't know. Just check your crimp beads, making sure that they're fully flat, because sometimes they can be a little bit, instead of round, they can become quite oval shaped. And if you don't squish it down properly, the Tiger Tail can come loose. As for snapping, I mean, your Tiger Tail's usually very, very strong. It's lots of different fibres. I think of like nylon, like wire, and they're bound together. So it's got a lovely flex to it, but it's very, very strong. I don't know, maybe it's caught a little bit in your calotte or something, and it's kind of maybe damaged it. I don't know. With my elastic, I always try and keep my elastic in little plastic bags. So the bags that I'll get some of my gorgeous TotallyBeads products in, I always keep, and then I can pop my elastic in there, and that will just stop it going brittle. But I've never had that issue with Tiger Tail personally. If anybody's got any suggestions for Paula, please let her know. What else have I missed? Facebook user says it looks very straightforward to make. It is. It's literally just sliding on these gorgeous beads. And that's what I like, to be able to show you something in terms of method that is really, really easy. This is a total beginner make. But because the beads are so beautiful and the colours and the finishes on them are so beautiful, you're getting something that looks really lovely and maybe a little bit more tricky than it actually is to put together. Lucy's saying, and jelly sweets. I can't really have many jelly sweets. I'm vegetarian, well, I'm pescatarian, so I'll eat fish. But I haven't had meat for 27 years, maybe. So a lot of the jelly sweets have like beef or pork gelatin in them, so I don't eat them unless they're vegetarian ones. Naming no names, but there is a shop that does do jelly sweets for me to eat, and they are very yummy. Paula says, I double crimp since watching you use Tiger Tail. You learn from my mistakes, Paula. That's the good thing. As I say, I can't even remember what we were making. Was it like a lava bead necklace? It was definitely a necklace because I got right to the end after I'd strung everything on and I just crimped it, but obviously not well enough. And then as I picked it up to pop it around my neck, it just come loose. And I was like, ooh. So all I'm doing is I'm just popping my tiger tail through that top hole. So the top row always goes through the top hole of the bead, regardless of which way round you're putting it on. So obviously, whichever way you put it on, the top hole will change, but we're always putting it on that top line and this bottom row of the tiger tail. So it's going through them both. And I'm just alternating the colours. Say you don't have to, you could make one with all of one colour or maybe two of your colours. And then providing you've got more findings, you'll probably make more bracelets out of your kit. So just swapping them on. And as I say, I'm going to use about 12 of each colour, and that will give me the length that I'm hoping for. If you need to make it longer, you just cut slightly longer pieces of tiger tail and you just add on more of your beads. If you want to make it smaller, pop on less. Or if you want to make it slightly adjustable, if you're gifting this to somebody, or maybe you're selling it, or you're not too sure on the length that you want, then you can add a little bit of chain, a little bit of an extension chain onto your clasp, and then you can make it longer if you need to. Pauline says it looks effective. Sue says, good morning, Natalie and everyone. Rainy in North Devon. Sorry a bit late today, so we'll be having to watch the beginning later. That is absolutely fine. So as I say, it's very much a very simple pattern repeat of my colours just being strung on to the tiger tail. So I would suggest you go back to the beginning just to see the gorgeous colours, but you can have a little look on our website on TotallyBeads.co.uk and go into the video tutorial category and see all the things that you can pop in your basket. So there's 3 different colorways today. Each kit contains 4 different beautiful Amos beads. Well, same beads, different colors. So I'm just threading them on, and I think I've got about 4 more to do of each color. So it's a very quick and simple make today. Oh, see what I've done there is I wasn't paying attention and I've popped 2 on the same way. Now, if you wanted, you could put them on like this and pop a little crystal or a little seed bead or something in between, and that would look very pretty too. I think it was Camille who said little hot air balloons. So you can do different variations with your pattern and your design if you wish to. But if I alternate which way round I'm putting them on, then they will lay flush together and there's no need to add anything else in between. I'm just making sure that I'm popping it through the 2 top holes and the 2 bottom holes with the bottom row. Paula, let me know how you get on. If anybody has got any tips, I've done it again now, not looking which way I'm doing it. If anybody has got any tips, just to make sure you can keep your bracelets sturdy and lovely, or your necklaces, or any of your makes for that matter, then please let us know. We're all learning, and even if we are masters of this, I can't get this on the right way. What's happening? Even if we are master jewellery makers, it's lovely to share tips and advice with each other, and there's always an opportunity to learn and develop our techniques. Birgit says maybe the Calottes, I think that's meant to say, is it have sharp edges? Sometimes, yeah. Maybe when it's gone through the hole, it's kind of bent it and weakened it a little bit. I'm not too sure. Lucy says, a lovely simple bracelet, but looks so pretty. And thank you, Paula. She's going to let me know how she gets on. And Lucy has shared the link again. So yeah, really simple bracelets today. Anybody can do this. She says when she keeps putting them on the wrong way round. So yeah, a really nice, easy make. You don't have to do much thinking, but I just love these beads. I love the colours of them, and I don't think I've used them before. So when I got my hands on them, I had all sorts of different ideas and suggestions and things that I want to do with them, but I thought, let's just do a very simple, pretty bracelet and mix the colours together. There's some beautiful, beautiful colours available in these beads on TotallyBeads. So I just had lots of fun looking at them all and thinking which would go really nicely together. And obviously we want to be able to get lots of makes out of our kits. So sometimes it might just make up one necklace or one bracelet or one make, but we're going to give you plenty of these gorgeous colours so you can play about with them, you can do different designs with them, and you'll be able to make, I would suggest, 4 out of each kit. So as I say, I think it works out at less than £4.50 a bracelet. But again, as some of you have suggested, if you're going to add other little bits and bobs into it, they'll go a lot further. Again, you'll be able to add in maybe some seed beads or some crystals or some pearls. They're very, very lovely. So I'm just adding on my last few. I think I've got my colourway in the right order. If I haven't, I'm leaving it. So I'm just going to see if I can add on 2 at the same time. There you go. So all I'm doing is I'm holding out the ends of my tiger tail so they're not crossing over. I'm getting the next colour bead and I'm threading that through both of the holes and just swapping round which way they go. So they're the same on the front and the back. So it doesn't matter how I pick it up in that sense. And just changing round which is the top and which is the bottom. So after pink comes green. And then I'm popping on my last one. So I'm going to make sure that they are positioned how I want to. They're all lying nice and flat. Camille says, I made a ceramic bear clock holding the balloon in these colours. Love that clock. It's in my craft room. That sounds really lovely. You don't have to share jewellery. You can share any makes in the handmade group. And you can also share your storage suggestions. I love seeing pictures of people's craft room. If you have a craft room, I know some of you have summer houses and things like that. Some of you have just got little workstations. I wouldn't dare show you mine because it's very, very messy. But most of the beading and the making I do is on a tray on my knee in front of the television. So I've positioned all of them that I've got together lengthwise. That's going to be absolutely perfect for me. So I'm going to bring both of my tiger tail ends together through the calotte, through the little hole. I'm going to push that down so it's quite close to that last Amos bead that we've popped on, and then I'm going to pop on a crimp bead over both of those ends. Right, let's see. Let's hope you've not jinxed me now. Let's see if I can get this on. So I'm pushing my crimp bead down close to where that little hole in the calotte is, and I'm just flattening it down to make sure that it's fully secure, and then I'm popping on the next one and doing exactly the same. So now I have flattened both of those, if you can see. Might just check. Yep. And then I'm going to trim off the ends of the tiger tail. So I'm just taking my cutters and I'm getting up quite close to that last crimp bead. And I'm just trimming those ends off. And then I'm taking my calotte, closing it over, and closing it shut. So there you go. Lovely little bracelet, almost done. Thank you, Lucy. Lucy has shared the link for the handmade group there. So if you want to join us, I know I had a message off lovely Hazel yesterday. I think it was yesterday, wasn't it, Hazel? Asking how to find it and can she join. Everybody is welcome in the handmade group. We love to have you there. So please join if you haven't already. It's full of lovely like-minded people. And Lucy says, you can share your makes into the handmade group, just don't post links as it'll be removed. That's perfect. Camille says, I made a, oh, I've read that one. Nicole says, tip, I don't usually use calottes for the ends of bracelets. I use wire guardians. They look like little horseshoes and you would thread the wire through it and use crimp bead to secure it. It protects the wire. I started using them a couple of years ago because my bracelet ends were breaking too from the wire wearing out. I have a make, I don't know when it's coming up, Nicole, but I will be using the wire guardians and I'll show you how to do that. I think it's a necklace that I'm using them in. Is it a necklace? I can't remember, but I've definitely got them and I'll be showing you how to use them in a couple of, maybe a couple of weeks, a couple of lives away. So yeah, they're really, really good. They do exactly, you know, what their purpose is. They are wire guardians, so they do kind of protect your wire a little bit more. So that's a really good suggestion, Nicole. Thank you for that. Lucy says, it's a gorgeous make. Diane says, everyone, don't forget to like this. Thank you so much, Diane. Hit the like button, hit the love button, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Facebook. I think it's still like a little bell logo. If you click on that, you'll be notified. Mina is asking Lucy if she's on YouTube today. Paula says, I've used wire guardians before. I'll try that. Thank you very much. So thank you, Nicole, for sharing that very helpful suggestion. And Paula is saying thank you to you as well. Okay, so really straightforward now. We're just popping on our clasp and our jump rings. So, as I always say, when you're opening your jump rings, what we want to do is we want to hold them with our pliers as much as we can, not just using the little tiny bits of our pliers and our tools. Let's get this out of the way so you can see. I'm not holding it like this. I'm holding it like that. And all I'm leaving is that little gap where the ring opens, and I'm going to move it towards me or away from me, and that's going to keep the ring shape. It's not going to distort it. I then thread that just through those little holes in the calotte, and you can pop your lobster clasp on whichever side you want to as well. And then I'm just going to turn them back the other way, and I'm going to wiggle it slightly past where they meet. So when I let go, it should join together nicely. Same with the next one. Either towards me or away from me. Slide that on. Making sure it's going to go through 2 of those holes on your calotte. Pop on your lobster clasp or whatever clasp you're using. and the opposite way to close. So let's pop it on and let's see. Let's see if my hands are still shaky. So I'm going to open up my Lobster Clasp and hook it through my jump ring. There you go. It's a little bit large for me, this one. I've made it to a normal size person's wrist. But I absolutely love the colours on them. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off and I'm going to measure it against my ruler. So I started off with 2 lengths of 20 centimetres. This is what I've cut off. Those tiny little ends, that's all I've cut off. And with my findings on, it is coming up to just under 20 centimetres. So you might want to make it a little bit smaller, a little bit larger. It's entirely up to you. But I just love the colours in these. I'm going to pop them back down again. So we've got 3 different beautiful colours for you to choose from today. It's the Aria Amos bracelet. They are, this one is £17.99. The one I've just demoed with is £17.09. And this one, which is the Romantic Violet, is £17.99. So they're down from £19.99. This one is down from £18.99, I think it is. So you are getting a discount on all of them. But this beautiful one at the bottom here is our Golden Sunlight. The one I've demoed with is the Pastel Macaroon. And this one is your Romantic Violet. So beautiful, beautiful colours. I think really straightforward, simple makes. And I think the colours look gorgeous together. I really quite like the shape that they make as well. The beads have a beautiful finish and they're lovely and flat. So when you're wearing them, they sit really comfortable against your wrist. But they've got this lovely little wiggly little edging on them because we've flipped those round. So they're very, very lovely. What have I missed comment-wise? Oh, Camille says a little elastic ring would be lovely with it. It would fit nice as a ring as well because they're flat, Camille. That would be lovely. Lucy says, thank you for such a lovely make, Natalie. You are fab. Off now as I have a HRT menopause appointment to get to. I hope that goes okay for you, Lucy. Sending you lots and lots and lots of love. And Nicole says the Golden Sunlight is very pretty. I change my mind all the time which one is my favourite. I am still loving the pastel one. And you can, as I say, you can change those colours about. So if you want to, you could just use one of the same colour running all the way through. You're going to get plenty in there. As I say, I think you get about 57 of each colour there or thereabout in your pack. So lots of designs that you can play about with, experiment with. Please share in the group because I really do want to see what you come up with. If you are going to be making little elastic rings, or you are going to be making stitch bracelets, or you are going to be doing what I've showed you today with the tiger tail, but you might want to arrange them in a different way or pop in some additional little sparkles, then please share them. I would very much love to see. So let me bring myself up. Paula, you are very, very welcome. She says, thank you for a lovely tutorial, Natalie. Have a beautiful day. Charlotte, we are wishing you a wonderful good night. I hope you are well, my love. Elaine says, thanks for the lovely tutorial, Natalie. And Camille is wishing Lucy good luck. So thank you for joining me today. It was a short but sweet one, wasn't it? They are very sweet bracelets. I love them an awful, awful lot. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to be back with you on Friday. What am I making Friday? Oh, okay. I've got something a little bit different for you on Friday. We're going to be doing some pendants and some earrings. You're going to have loads and loads of lovely beads in your kit. You can make up lots of different colours. And we're going to be doing a little bit of wire work. It's not wire work in the traditional sense of like weaving and wrapping, but showing you how you can use a little bit of wire and some lovely beads to make something really simple, a little bit different and very, very pretty. So if you're new to wire work or you're just looking to do something a little bit different, please come and join me then. So thank you so much, Janet, for the flowers. That's lovely of you. Sue says, have a lovely day, everybody. Thanks, Natalie. You are most welcome. And Paul has given me a yay. So lots of love and light to you all. I hope you all have a lovely day. Oh, Mandy, are you going to Haydock? I am. Fingers crossed, all being well. I will be at the bead show there. So if you can make it, do come along. I've not done a bead show before where I've been on a stall and I've been with TotallyBeads. I'm usually the person on the other side going, ooh, ooh. So Simon might have to rein me in, because if you can't find me at the TotallyBeads store, I'll be off having a little nose everywhere else. But yes, oh, Mandy's going. That's brilliant. If you can make it, it's on the, it's the 22nd. Is it the Sunday? I think it's the Sunday. Oh, Anne's going as well. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, what I'll do is I will share the link into the handmade group, and I'll ask TotallyBeads to share it on their page as well. Yeah, I'm going to have a very busy weekend. It's my mum's birthday on the Friday, and it's my sister's 40th birthday on the following Wednesday. So I'm going to have a jam-packed weekend. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to being there. And I hope you can be too. I'm really excited to actually meet you in the flesh. So have a lovely, lovely weekend, a lovely rest of the week, and I will see you on